So, a very good evening, all of you. Now, in this particular video or in this particular live session, I'm going to discuss about few of the problems which many students, including you all, faces during your MDS entrance preparation and what are the solutions for that. Okay, so let's get into that directly without any wastage of time. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, now what are the sections I'll be discussing this on? First is worry of forgetting. Okay, people worry about that if I do like this, I'll forget. What is the solution for that? Then the second problem is like most of you have replied is problems with concentration and focusing and a little bit of laziness included I'll discuss. Okay, which is very common at your initial phase of your preparation. Okay, then availability of time for revision every day. Many students have said I'm not getting time for revision. So what is the solution for that? Okay, then another thing is time management, lagging behind, again worries and fears related to finishing the lectures and all. Okay, that is another big problem. Then not doing test papers. Many have said that I'm not doing test papers, I'm not getting time for doing the test papers. So what is a factor you have to be aware of? Then some of you have even said age factor. I've done my BDS long back, so I've got this problem. Okay, I'm not able to do like as fast as possible. So there's a solution for that too. Another problem is responsibilities and clinics. Okay, I've got family responsibilities, what to do. Then another thing is like very common thing which many people have said is I study everything properly, but then when it comes to the exam I forget. What is the solution? And finally I'll give you some final takeaways. Okay, so shall we start? I'm sure you're saying yes. Okay, so what are the main, I'll zoom a little bit in so that it becomes okay. What are the main problems of worry, of forgetting is one student have said that I read notes every 30 minutes in a worry that I'll forget it. So this problem, every 30 minutes I start reading notes. I start, reading the notes. Then because I'm worried that I'll forget. So what happens is I'm not getting time to fail to reach my target for the day. Okay. Now it is okay to do this provided you are after every 30 minutes you are taking 3 minutes. Okay, so just turn around the pages. Other than that, it is just wasting your time. Okay, so that's one thing. Another problem which many students have come across is that I'll do the exam once I complete the topic. This is like, okay, something related to the exam. Okay, thinking that I'll do the exam once I complete the topic. So I'll think that, and in that way, it never happens. Okay, so it is related to the exam thing again, but then what if I forget if I learn quickly? This is another big problem. Okay, so what happens? You go very slow, you feel tired, you feel lazy. One of the biggest problems of laziness is that you are going slowly. More reasons are there, but one of the biggest reason, trust me, is that you're going slowly just because thinking that I will forget. Please don't do this mistake. Okay, you have to be very careful about that. Okay, now what are the solutions for the problems I've just said? One is like definitely going very slow because of worry. What are the solutions? First thing is that trust in yourself. Believe that you will not forget. If you can do this, the rest of the time will be very comfortable for you. Trust in yourself. You have to learn to trust in yourself. Trust in your memory, please. Okay, second thing is, understand the purpose. We have discussed this. First round of your preparation is just to understand and familiarize your concepts. Familiarizing your concepts and understanding it. Okay, so in a sense, you should not go very fast simply by hearting it. You have to understand it. Take your time to understand it, but then don't try to learn it. Don't sit there and learn it, because then what happens is you become lazy. Okay, you become slow. So it's okay to forget. Please understand this. It's okay to forget in the first round because you have got more rounds to come. Second thing is there is a methodology which you will understand once we are revising. It's not. So how do learning comes, or how do you learn? What is the methodology of learning? Please note, learning comes by three things: review, revision, re-exposure. So I want you to understand this, what they are. Review is what? So this is connected to the previous lecture. Review is what? The first thing, review, what is that? So hope everything is fine. Okay, what is review? Review is nothing but, I told you, the same day you're just reviewing, you're just taking 10 minutes to just see what you learned the whole day. The next day morning again seeing what you learned the whole day. This gives you what? This tells your brain that don't delete the file. That's it. Okay, then comes the revision. Revision actually happens on the Sunday. Then what is re-exposure? Now you have not yet re-exposed to things. Okay, you are going to repeatedly re-expose to the questions you have learned continuously through various exams. Some people get frustrated by this. Okay, when you get 240 questions, we give you few repeats. Okay, people say, no, I want 240 new questions because I want to learn new questions. No, that's not the way. Definitely, 40 to 40% questions will be new, but 60% questions will be repeats. Difficult repeats, not very simple repeats. Why is that? It is this re-exposure. You learn by re-exposure to these questions again and again. Maybe slightly twisted in a different way, but then this is very important to learn. So this is how you learn. So don't worry. Okay. Now what next? Please understand this, dear students. Learning comes only after your fourth revision. It doesn't come before that. So your first revision is when? Okay, I would call it as review. First review, then revision on Sunday, revision on your grand test. So this is just 3, okay, or 3 to 4. Your fourth time when you are learning, which most probably it happens in your revision, like your phase 2. Okay, but then what you're doing in your phase 1, understanding the concepts and retaining it, not forgetting it. You might not have learned it, but then you can come back to it. Okay, learn it, perfect it, but then it takes time. So don't panic now. Many students I see, I'm not able to learn, I'm going to forget, so it's not my cup of tea. Entrance is not for me, entrance is for brilliant people. I'm just waste of, like, I'm simply a waste, so I'm not preparing. This happens with everyone. As I've told you, 2 to 3% people just overcome the first phase, which is the most difficult phase, which is this. If you just understand this very basic thing, that learning comes through these, and after your fourth round, it actually starts perfecting, there's no problem. Okay. So till then, don't aim for perfection. Just keep persisting. Not perfection, persisting. Keep persisting, keep learning. Okay. You're just on the right track. Follow the CRS. Now, hopefully all of you watched the lectures on CRS. So what you have to do, again, same thing which I've been saying, but then keep persisting without any worries. Okay. Then don't think you will remember everything in your first reading or learning. This is what I said, same thing. Learning comes by fourth revision. Don't ever think that you're going to remember, like, I'm forgetting. Okay, I'm forgetting, so that's why I'm losing my confidence. I'm waiting. See, think that if you're forgetting and if you're allowed to forget and you think that I'm going to, once I learn it perfectly, then only I'm going to attempt the test paper, you'll be able to attempt the test paper only after your fourth round, which is very late. Okay, which is very late, because the more test papers you attempt, the better you're going to become. I'm going to come on that. So it takes 4 readings. Okay, 4 readings. Please note. So that is it. So please understand. So any doubts in this regard, you can put it either in the group, WhatsApp group, or you can share it here. Next is problems related to focusing, concentration, and a little bit problems of laziness. Okay,